Czech adjectives are very simple to use in practice. We only have two groups of them, the hard and the soft. So let's learn how to use them. Ahoj, já jsem Kateřina, jsem učitelka češtiny pro cizince, and this is another lesson from my 0 to A1 course in Czech. If you're here for the first time, welcome. You will find a link to the full course below. If not, welcome back. In this lesson, I want to cover the system for how to use Czech adjectives so that you understand the grammar. And in the next lesson, you will practice writing, listening, reading, and also speaking using Czech adjectives. So take a pen, print out the exercise sheet from the link down below, and let's get started. In Czech, we have two different types of adjectives. Go ahead and open up exercise 1 on your exercise sheet and follow along. We have the hard, tvrdé adjektivum, and the soft, měkké adjektivum. What is really important is that the ending of the hard adjectives change based on the gender of the noun that follows then. For example, if the noun is masculine, the adjective preceding it will end on long, hard E. Veselý muž. Adjectives preceding a feminine noun will end on A. Veselá žena. And adjectives preceding a neutral noun will end with E. Veselé dítě. And this is always the case, no exceptions. So, quite simply, with tvrdé adjektivum, you first check the gender of the noun. For example, if you want to describe how your new couch looks like in Czech, couch, gauč, is a masculine noun. You know that the correct ending for adjectives preceding a masculine noun is the long hard I, so you say drahý, velký, nebo bílý gauč. Now, if you don't remember how to identify the gender of a noun, check my lesson dedicated to that. Link in the card above. The soft, měkké adjektivum is even more straightforward. They always end with soft E, regardless of what gender the noun is. So you don't need to care and just use the same ending for all words, such as inteligentní muž, inteligentní žena, inteligentní dítě. And now you probably have a question on your mind. How on earth do I know which adjective is soft and which one is hard? Is that random? Do I have to just remember every single adjective and whether it is soft or hard? Well, it is not completely random, and you will have a huge advantage if you understand two things. First thing that will help you is listening to the adjective and actually hearing whether the ending is soft or hard. Let's try that. Listen to the difference. Moderní, krásný. Moderní, krásný. Can you hear the difference? The ending of moderní sounds a bit softer than the ending of krásný. Pause the video now, and as exercise 2, scroll down to the comments under this video and write down if you can hear the difference or not. I'm curious how many of you hear it and how many don't. If you can't hear the difference between the soft and hard ending, I actually have a whole video dedicated to just this softening effect in the Czech pronunciation. Link is in the card above. If you can hear the difference, then you don't actually need to remember which adjectives are soft and which are hard. You will hear it, and that will help better to remember and use them in your daily conversations. A second really great help to how to recognize soft and hard adjectives is that very often, if the adjective is of international origin, it is soft. If you remember that, you will always know that you can use the ending E for international words. Například moderní, solidní, perfektní, standardní, internacionální, and so on. These are all words that aren't originally Czech. One simple and general rule to definitely remember that all adjectives always, 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 and this is for my husband, end with a long vowel. And it's very important to actively pronounce it long. It is incredibly important for the future Czech because in future, according to this longer sound, you can often identify that a new word that you hear is actually an adjective and not, for example, an adverb. So please don't forget, adjectives are long. Moderní, krásný, velký, malý, bílý. Beautiful, no? Let's now see the cvičení 3. Listen to these words and write them down. Practice recognizing the soft adjectives ending on soft E and hard adjectives ending on hard E. Moderní, moderní. Studený, studený. Krásný, krásný. Solidní, solidní. Černý, černý. Perfektní, perfektní. Zelený, zelený. Pěkný, pěkný. Standardní, standardní. Špatný, špatný. Internacionální, internacionální. Červený, červený. Letní, letní. Zimní, zimní. Jarní, jarní. Podzimní, podzimní. Levný, levný. Jablečný, jablečný. Finally, as exercise 4, stop, think and try to remember and write down the 2 rules that I've mentioned in the first part of the video. Remember, the ones that should help you to recognize if the adjective is soft and hard? Also, write down the 1 rule that I said you should always remember about Czech adjectives, the one that my husband always forgets. Still remember it? Good luck! And as your homework, first complete the homework section of your exercise sheet and second, complete today's lesson in the online vocabulary app to practice the new words you learned today. Thank you so much for watching and thank you so much to everyone who likes the video, subscribes to the channel and leaves a comment. All of these help me incredibly in getting these lessons out to more people. So I appreciate every single. Keep learning, keep studying and I'll see you again in the next video. Měj se hezky, díky a ahoj.